Sebastian Miller Martinez, MMAnytt here with Max Holloway in Dublin for UFC Fight Night 76. So, I overheard a little bit of your interview with the last reporter, and you were saying that you were surprised at how much love you were getting from the Irish fans here, despite your bout with McGregor.
Oh yeah, I really thought I was gonna get harassed and just people giving me shit about it. But actually, they all want to see a rematch, and I want a rematch, of course, too. So we see what happens. I got a fight. I got a big fight in December 12th, the same card they're fighting, the same night they're fighting, and I got Jeremy Stepehns on my plate first. So we take that step. We take one step at a time, and. But like I said, I love these Ireland fans, man. They're amazing. They've been treating me well here. Nothing but good things to say about it. We see what happens if I ever do get the rematch, how they'd react.
All right, well, yeah, let's not look too far. Let's go to your bout with Jeremy Stepehns. Were you a little bit surprised that you come from wins over Cub Swanson and the like, and then you get a lower ranked opponent as Jeremy Stepehns, or do you not really care so much about the rankings?
Yeah, the rankings doesn't matter. You can get a title shot being number 15. It's whoever UFC want to see you fight. UFC could give a title shot to whoever, whenever they want to. So I don't care about the rankings. And it doesn't. I think the rankings is kind of iffy too. Some guys in the ranking you can kind of question if they even belong there. So I don't care about the rankings. Whatever UFC. Thinks I should fight who I should fight. That's who I'm gonna fight. At the end of the day, they're signing my check, and I got a bunch of mouths to feed. I got a little family of mine, so I'm just here to fight. I love to fight. I like to do it, and I love getting paid. So
Yeah.
that's the steps.
All right, and but do you feel that if we don't think about the rankings that much, that Stevens is a legitimate contender and a great opponent for you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Stevens is scary, man. He has that power, and he takes it to the last second of the third round with him. He's dead. We all could see that from his last fight. He was tired, man. He missed weight. He had a bad weight cut. His cardio looked kind of questionable, and stuff. So it looks like he didn't have a great training camp, but he went in there. He still knocked out Bermudez late in the round, and it's kind of a surprise. So he's definitely a guy you gotta respect. You can't not respect him. I think it's kind of like Oliveira. How I had to respect Oliveira's ground game. I gotta respect this guy's power. It's kind of the same thing, just different styles.
Yeah. Well, like you just said, your bout with Oliveira, you have to respect his skills. But unfortunately, the fight didn't really go like most people wanted to. Neck injury and stuff like that. You went through a whole training camp. You cut weight. You made weight, and then the fight ends the way it does. How does it make you feel?
It makes me kind of pissed off. I was super. I trained so much for that fight, man. I worked so hard, so much times in the gym. We worked. That was like the hardest I ever worked for any training camp because we had to go the extra 2 rounds, 5-5s, and it's just frustrating. In the moment, I felt bad for a guy. This is how we make our money, and whatever. And then something came out that he hurt his neck or whatever, and then UFC came out and stated that he had no injury, no major injury, and the thing they said he had was a torn esophagus, and then UFC come back saying that he has no major injury. I would think a torn esophagus is a big injury, and then he's booked 1 week after me in December, so it kind of makes you question what is this injury? I'm not saying he's a liar, but show us the report, show us this injury report. So I want to see it. He's over here yapping his mouth saying he want a rematch. Show me the report. It's like I want to believe the guy that he's hurt, but he's over here having another fight and he's got to do a camp the same time as me. How are you gonna be so-called injured, but then you're fighting 1 week after I'm fighting, and we fought the same night? So it's kind of questionable, man. It's kind of frustrating and irritating because a lot of fans is getting behind him and saying that I need to rematch him and this and that. But it is what it is. Whatever UFC wants, if we get that rematch down the road, I don't care. I'll fight whoever, whenever, anytime, any place, anywhere, any weight. I'll fight whoever. I'm a fighter.
And that's what's made you so popular with the fans. Just round off, your bout with Jeremy Stepehns. You usually have, a reach advantage over your opponents. But what would you say is your biggest advantage in this fight?
I don't know. I think my biggest thing I like to say that I have over everyone is mental, man. I'm a confident young kid, and And when someone's confident and someone works hard, you know, it's hard to beat, you know. And I'm a confident guy, you know. I know what I do in training camps. I know how hard I train. I know all the sacrifice I put in, and I'd be damned to go out there and let my family down. You know, losing sucks, and I don't like it.
All right. Well, we're very much looking forward to your bout with Jeremy Stepehns. Max, thank you very much for the time.
Thank you, man.